It all began not with a bang, but with a transmission, a broadcast that echoed across every inhabited world and every silent moon. It declared a new order. The Galaxy Heroes now rule the universe. No one quite remembers when the Galaxy Heroes first arrived. There were rumors of their origins, a secret alliance formed in the shadows between systems, outcasts, and champions. Some said they were a manufactured myth. Now, their holographic insignia was projected onto every surface that would take a signal, from the clouds of Jupiter to the steel towers of Andromeda Prime. At first, the universe waited, almost because if history has taught us anything, it is that new rulers, no matter how self-proclaimed or extraordinary, eventually show their hands. The Galaxy Heroes, however, played a different game. Each member had a name that was whispered in uncertain tones. There was Nova Regent, their commander Regal, implacable, shrouded in the blue glow of starlight. There was Iron Warden, the strategist, encased in adaptive armor that reportedly could hack reality itself. The Trickster, Nebula Shade, whose face had never resolved on any camera, always flickering, always present. The old galactic governments, the United Council of Systems, the Orion Coalition, and even the notorious Pirate Republic dispatched on, full of skepticism and suppressed bravado. They found no command center, no palaces, no audience. Only orders. The first directive was simple: cease all hostilities, effective immediately. The second was simpler: enforce hosties, as we have defined it. At first, many thought this was a joke, or at least an elaborate prank by rogue AI. But when the Black Suns, famed for their merciless raids, launched their next campaign, the heroes intervened. One moment, the Black Suns' fleet dominated Sector 17. The next, every ship was frozen, suspended by beams of impossible energy. The raiders' weapons transmuted to crystal and scattered like stardust. Word traveled faster than light. It did not take long before rebellions quietened. Pirate lords vanished, warlords surrendered, an uneasy peace spread, enforced by the swift, often silent interventions of the Galaxy Heroes. The heroes themselves never appeared in person, only their actions, distant and decisive, marked their presence. The universe was not at peace so much as under careful management. Beneath this, a quiet anxiety festered. On Proxima Tercero, a journalist named Tal Ren published a manifesto titled "Liberty in the Shadow of Masks." She wrote, "Perhaps tomorrow these heroes' idea of justice will align with our own. But what if it doesn't? Do we bargain with an invisible hand?" The heroes' justice was, at first, relentless but fair. Courts of corruption were dismantled in an instant, with evidence broadcast for all to see. Food reached famine worlds with logistical precision, cargo teleporting into warehouses overnight. Entire populations saved by the efficient, invisible touch of their unseen masters. Yet, no system thrives without oversight. On Tau, Chati Tujuhe, miners' union protested long hours, their grievances drafted as a respectful plea. The next morning, their working conditions mysteriously improved, but their leaders also went missing, replaced by new faces that no one could recall meeting before. Dissent had become a memory, but so had many old grievances. As years passed, the first mythologies about the Galaxy Heroes arose. In the caverns of Raijo, children, now adults, shaped by the new order, whispered about Nova Regent's origins, a fallen star encased in human form. On the moons of Vega, engineers claimed to have glimpsed Iron Warden's armor disassembling itself in midair, revealing pure nothingness. It was a curious Tyrannowan scrubbed clean of want, crime, ambition, but also, somehow, of surprise. Then came the day a signal wove its way across the cosmos, a challenge, delivered by an anonymous, Rebel the Comet Ghost. Will the heroes rule forever? It asked. Or do they, too, fear what they cannot see? For the first time in decades, nothing happened. The universe held its breath. In the silence, people began to remember how to question. There were no mass disappearances, no mysterious interventions. The hero's insignia still flickered from every tower. But now, it almost seemed to be waiting, watching. The Galaxy Heroes had ruled by strength, secrecy, precision. But in all their victories, they failed to erase what they least expected: the quiet, stubborn insistence of those who would dare to imagine a world without them. And so the universe turned, restless under the perfect gaze of its perfect guardians, wondering whether heroes remain heroes once they rule all.